turns on. As you can see when it says WinFast. Now as it's doing that, we'll just have a quick look over the system. This did have 4 gig RAM, but I took a stick out, because I thought that was the problem. I unplugged the hard drive, so I thought that was the problem. It's all working properly. Look, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Now it's starting Windows. Let me focus on that. That starts. Basic overview of this system. My custom plex server. CPU is a AMD Athlon dual core. RAM 4 gigs. Well, there's currently only 3 gigs in. There's a hard drive here, main hard drive. And then these SSD slots. Hang on. If I can get to focus. These SSD slots, you'll see there's a few screws here. There's actually mounted hard drives in them. There's laptop hard drives. Now, as I said, this is working now. If I show you, it's actually not, it's just stuck on Windows starting. And I'm going to click restart. I don't have auto thing on here. There's restart. Well, what's happening is there it goes beeping. WinFast. Just gonna let it boot. Power buttons are here, by the way. It's posting again. Here we go, start Windows normally, 30 seconds. Focus on the system again. Using a new app, not a YouTube app. It's like turns my tablet into a IP camera. I'm using it to post to YouTube. Starting Windows. I'm going to move away from this socket as well because my bed is on the socket for this charger. Starting Windows, and the system just shut off. All on its own. And if I turn it back on, there goes the fan all starting back up. Hard drives all spin up. And posting WinFast. I just realised the title's wrong on this stream as well. but I'll change it soon. It's doing start Windows normally again. Start Windows normally. The main boot drive isn't this big one here. It's actually one that's down here. Actually not mounted, as you can see. It's just sat there, but it's pretty secure. It doesn't move. Plus, it's got a cover on if it ever needs it. So it's all working. It's doing starting Windows again. Starting Windows. Wait until it actually does the logo. It's doing the logo. And look, power buttons are here. Watch. It's not going to do it this time. No, it's not doing it this time. But yeah, what the point is, it shuts off pretty much every day as soon as it's on. As soon as it's on. So I want to do here, let me focus in. I want to actually just rebuild this. I'm just going to turn the power off, so it's all going to go dark in here. Oh, the lights have went and reset themselves. Hang on a minute. Let me just reset the lights back to white. Hang on. Oh, they just did it on their own. Boom. Hang on, let me move my bed. Just sat on the plug. So what we want to do, pretty much, we want to literally strip it all down. I already put thermal paste on the CPU, so it's not that. I thought it was the hard drive, the SATA controller being full, but now I unplugged one and still got the same problem. I've reset BIOS multiple times, and every time just got BSOD after that. So, the thing we can do here is, the first thing I want to do is try, hang on, I'm doing this off the camera here, because I can't actually see into the system myself. So just checking the camera. Actually, now I can, if I do this. Kind of. I'm going to unseat all the RAM. There's 1 stick free, 2 sticks free, 3 sticks. I'll show you what type of RAM this is in a minute if any of you want to know. Here's one type of RAM. Hang on. Focus. Yeah. 1 GB. I didn't realise this is actually clocked. If you see there, 5-5-5. That's what it's clocked at. Value series. This is the cheap replacement one I got. But here's the rare main sticks that I use. DDR2, 1 GB, clocked at 667 MHz. As you can see, the dust on the top as well. I have 3 of these sticks, but there's only 2 of them in. Look. Thought that was the problem, but no. Doesn't actually help. Same stick here. No dust on this one though. So, it's not a dust problem. So nothing's died in here. I didn't realise you guys can actually see my charge as well on this app and what time it is. But all the RAM's out. It will still boot, of course. no RAM. Like that. It just beeps like that. Says no RAM in. Let me turn the power supply back on. There we go. So, clearly the board's not dead. Because otherwise, if the board was dead, it wouldn't actually beep. It would just sit there and do nothing. So it's not that. CMOS battery isn't dead. CMOS is, hang on, there. CMOS reset jumpers, if you guys want to know on these WinFest motherboards, are, I think, whatever you guys can see, focus. See that blue bit there? Between them and the red wire? That's the CMOS clearer jumper. I've did that multiple times. I've moved battery, changed the battery cell. The batteries I'm using are these. Any of you guys wanted to know? Just some simple cell batteries. Some heavy duty ones. This is a plex server, so it does use a lot of power. 350 watt power supply, gaming. Don't ask why it's gaming. Yeah, this did have a graphics card in, but I removed it because I thought that was the problem, like, because it puts off so much heat, but no. Reseated CPU. Yes, before any of you go crazy at my wiring job, that's how my CPU fan's hooked up. 2 cables twisted together, connecting to a 12 volt Molex coming from the power supply. Now I could take this fan off, I don't know whether you guys can see, but there's some dust under there. So yeah, I don't actually have anything to hold my tablet with, so I'm actually going to have to do this while streaming it as well. So I'm just going to put you guys down while I find a screwdriver. Hang on guys, bear with me. Here we go, screwdriver. So yes, I'm doing this as it's plugged in, just so it supplies the lights. Actually, give me a moment. Give me a second, guys. I'll just focus that so you guys can see. I see my jumper if any of you wanted to know. Yeah, Master Monkey. I watched the same guy actually. This is pretty much my version of a cheap PC here. Right. Not doing it as it's plugged in now. I'm going to use a power supply. Not power supply, battery pack. Just plugs right into the back. There. Hang on. It's going to go really dark for a moment. There we go. Now supplying off a power bank. As you can see, I get 3 bars. Good. I can unplug the power supply, run down any last power. Oh yeah, well, Master Monkey's here. I know everyone wants to know this. But here's my main Raspberry Pi with all my stuff on it, where it has drone sound on it. Don't know whether any of you wanted to know that. Okay, cool. A lot of dust on it, but it still works. I have one at my window as well, which is unplugged because I had to nick the cable to charge this so I can stream. If If you guys can see, only 6% battery. I need a bigger screwdriver. I have a bigger one though. Oh, never mind, I'm lying. I do have a bigger one. Why is this so zoomed in? I don't know how I'm zooming. I'm not using the normal app. Using an external app. That's just pushing the camera to YouTube. At least runs. I like nice Die Master Monkey's watching. At least somebody likes my streams. Anyway, shout out to him. He shouts me out a lot. One more. I like Atmo. That has a budget of $50. It's like Linus Tech Tips said, budget of $50. That's good. That made me laugh, that one. I think I may have to get him to repost that after this stream's over, so I can pin it in the comment section. Because that's funny, that. And the last screen. Right, you guys ready to see how lovely and clean underneath this fan is? I hope you guys are ready for this. To see how lovely and clean it is. Not clean at all. I wish I could enable autofocus, but there's no actually where. There's a size. That shows how much size I'm broadcasting to YouTube. Light switch, motion detection, a Q code. No. I don't know if you guys can see how dirty that is. Lovely and clean. That probably doesn't help, does it? You can even see where the middle of the fan was. It shows how disgusting this bit is. Fan, if you guys wondered. Just a normal case fan. And I'm going to clean this though, because every time I see that comment though, because I have put thermal paste on it. I didn't think to check this. Yeah, I could just blow away the dust. Well, that kind of worked. There's flying pieces of dust around there. There's a lot on this one. It doesn't want to come off. But most of that came off then. As you can see, it's pretty clean now. I mean, I could do with a wipe or something, but I don't physically have any right now. Can't really stop streaming. My battery's taking a long time to go up here. Now about how we try and see if this works. Let's see if it was just dust. So we'll just simply throw... Where's the cleaner gig RAM? We'll just simply throw... Hang on. We'll just simply throw this into there. RAM stick is now installed. I'll just sit on there. Oh, I unplugged the power cord. Yeah. Here we go. feel a lot more cold air coming out of this case now. Been live for 21 minutes already. Good posting. Oh, there goes my battery, just went up. It's posting, verifying. Windows Boot Manager. Windows has failed to start due to a recent hardware or software. That changed. Hang on. We've got a few flashes here. Oh, did you just Discord in the background? Boot.bcd. An error has occurred while attempting to read the boot configuration data. Just going to give it a quick restart. I'll just put you guys down. You can actually see how much dust is in them sockets. Verifying again. And comments good. Can I not pin comments in the live stream? No, I can't, sadly. Oh, Windows error recovery. Start Windows normally, 18 seconds remaining. A real big shout out to Die Master Monkey there. A big shout out to him. Starting Windows. My poor plex server. Doesn't sound like it's gonna crash. I don't hear the CPU squealing like it does when it crashes. Doesn't sound like it's gonna crash. I have 2 bars of light left. Right, this time we actually got a different error. This time it booted. But this time we got a blue screen of death. And the error is check for viruses on your computer, remove any new installed hardware or hard drives. Check your hard drives properly and make sure they have been terminated. Run diskcheck/f to check for hard drive corruption and restart your computer. Well, I can't because for one it doesn't boot, so I don't know how I'm meant to do that. I wish I could show you guys more of this, but I don't have a massive open area. I'm doing this on my bed right now. So, oh, there's 3 people watching. I wonder who left. I mean, the title's wrong. Actually, let me rechange the title right now. So I'll do it live, and then you guys can see me change it. Can I do it live? Big question here. Hang on, I just have some private information up. Hang on. Let me just check. Because I have my nectar up and just checking. Oh, I can, it hasn't loaded properly. YouTube.com/live dashboard, as you guys can see. When my laptop loads. I'm on my PC as well. Just can't be bothered changing it on there. Big shout out to Diemaster Monkey though with his awesome comment. That's just a cool comment right there. Changing the title to Fixing My Plex Server. Ugh. New title before it even goes live here. There it goes. Changes are being saved. Changes are saved. Before it's even live. There's my new title. So I'm just going to pull up a version right now of my live stream. And I'm going to put my version of my live stream up. So here I just trap my wire in there. Boom. Now I can close out on my PC. Just have it set at Google. Hang on. Google went super zoomed in. There we go. So this time we actually got a different error. I can't remember what drive is F. So how about we boot into Windows, remove all non-Windows operating drives. Hang on, wait for this to focus. The Windows operating drive is this small red one leading to this drive here. That means we don't need this cable. We don't need this cable. So we just got the main drive in here. There's nothing in that. You can see all three ports. Oh, I didn't say any specs about the hard drives in here. 350 gig. No, 330 gig, 320 gig. Before I get it wrong. The drives in the front here. Hang on. Right here. This one, 320. This one, 250. And the main boot one down there. Right near my good little LED connector. That one right there, 320. My main boot drive. You guys can see we are booting back into Windows with 1 gig RAM, 2-core CPU, and only the main OS drive. If everything goes right, we can just plug everything in as the system's running. Oh, it's squealing. There it goes. Just as I was going to put it down because I thought it was booting. So, what caused that to die that time then? Do I change the CMOS battery? I mean, I've reseated it multiple times. People say reseat the CPU, I have. Reseat the RAM, I have. People haven't said change the CMOS. It's an old Newsome battery. 2032 battery. Let me use the camera here to have a look at all these. 2032, yes, I have the right battery. Now the question is though, can I simply get this out? Literally just, as you can see, seating all over this motherboard. Camera's going out of focus. Hang on. Ah! Zuka! I actually don't know how long I've been live for. Which sucks. I actually can't get this battery out. It's actually somehow locked in here. Hang on, let me put my tablet down. Just when I attempt to do this, because can't do it with one hand. Just doing a quick inspect. See if I can see anything physically wrong, which I can. No, it turns out I can't get out of. Just doing a quick boot. See if it works. Actually, let's see if I can try and capture it live shutting down on its own. So right now it's starting Windows. Every time I look away with the camera, it turns off. Right, look, blue light's on. Blue light means that the computer's powered up. It's reading from hard drive. Doing boot. In seconds left until it starts booting. There it goes, it's booting. Starting Windows. There we go. I just shut down on camera. Just so you guys know I ain't making this up. It shut down on camera. It's trying its hardest to focus, like. It's physically failing. Hang on, just plugging my laptop in, because it's only on 7 and I need it to watch this stream over. Let me just reply to someone on Discord. Busy person here. There we go. Right. So we've tried RAM. We've cleaned it all out. Some guy just put why. There we go, just replied to some guy as well. So, we tried changing the CMOS battery, it failed. Do I say that maybe we should try a different OS drive? Let me see if I can find right. Trying to find something. Oh, autofocus is going crazy here. Hang on guys, autofocus is trying to fix it. Give it a moment. Still trying. Still trying to focus on that wire. What happens if I maybe pull it out a little? Put it back in. There it goes. Couldn't focus on it, so it just gave up. It was going like crazy then for a few moments. Just focusing and focusing and focusing. Right, so I've tried that, I've tried CPU, I've tried RAM. Only other thing, sensible idea I could think of is physically trying a different boot drive. But the problem here with a different boot drive, I actually don't know where my other boot drive is. That has Windows 10 on it, or with all my old stuff on it. Actually, never mind, I know where it is. It's under my Windows 7 install disk. Because who doesn't love Windows, right? No. Everybody hates Windows. Well, some people. Some people like Linux or Mac OS. I rather prefer Linux and Mac over Windows. More of a Mac person. We never used it, but Mac always looks cool. I always like the way Apple present their Mac software. I always will. Apple are cool people. I've heard better stuff about Apple than I have I heard stuff about Microsoft. Apparently Apple's support's really good compared to Microsoft's. Just trying with a different drive now. Temporary drive. It is oh, there's my laptop in the background showing this current stream. This drive is a 160 gig Western Digital Blue. Big, it's something like 30 megs per second transfer. Nope, just turned off without even trying to boot. So now, what could it be? I physically tried other stuff. I desperately need to get a system up because it's got loads of movies and stuff I paid for. And loads of photos and stuff. Otherwise, if I didn't need to get it, I would be happily running it off of Lenovo. Be happily running it off a Lenovo T430i laptop with a Core i5, 4 gigs RAM and 320 gig storage. I mean, yeah, it says over 1 terabyte. But if something won't work, something won't work. Not much I can do about that. I was reading people blame it on power supplies and other stuff. I don't think this is a power supply one. I think this is something to do with, like, system-wise. Hang on. We have a little air pump thing here. Let me move the camera while I do this. I want to see if I can blow some of the air out of here. Like some places I can't get to. Oh, that actually works. It goes that little bit of dust. There you go, guys. You don't know what to use to blow your computer out if you don't have air compressor or anything. Just use a ball pump. That's actually doing really good. Just have to hold it really sturdy. Getting really close to like stuff now, not stuff. Really close to the motherboard here. Also, guys, quick advertisement. Remember, if you want any game servers, go to envioushost.com. The link is in the description. Link also gives me money when you buy a game server. Because Envious Host sponsor me. And will be sponsoring for a while, I hope. And if I don't get sales up, I have 3 months to get sales up, or I'm done. So please, guys, go and buy servers from Envious Host. They do game server hosting, I'm not sure what game servers. It's all on their website anyway, from a link in the description. Just thought I'll put a quick advertisement out there. So a lot of dust coming out this system when I'm doing that way. Oh. We had a little fan stuck on a wire then. WinFast, just doing a Windows 10 boot again. Verifying update success. Right, it's starting Windows. Well, it's got a Windows 10 logo and there's a loading circle. Oh, it just shut off. Right, so we've tried that, we've tried everything else. Tried everything possible. I don't see what it can be. How can the PC just fail? And then the motherboard looks in pretty much good shape as well. No scratches, no burst capacitors, no bulging capacitors. It's all plugged in. BIOS chips in right. What happens if I unplug? I unplugged all hard drives for a moment. I'm going to try and boot with all hard drives out. And I'm just going to leave it sitting at BIOS. I just want to see what happens. We've got the system boot failure, because there's obviously nothing plugged in. I want to see what happens if I just leave it sitting here. Will it shut down? Or will it not? Considering there's no load on here, it's just sitting at BIOS. Nope, it hasn't shut down, it's staying on. Hang on, guys. My iPod is going nuts. I'm actually gonna have to turn. Actually, I won't. I'll just leave it flashing. I know you guys want to be picked back up as well, because you guys just see a blank screen right now. You know what else I could try? Because it hasn't crashed, it's been sitting at BIOS, I left it at BIOS. I do have a USB what this PC originally ran off before I wanted to put Windows on the hard drive to make it boot faster. So maybe we should try and boot off of the USB. So let me try and find the USB, guys. You can still hear me. It just might be a little replying to like messages or whatnot. Right, I found the drive. Right, it's gonna try and boot. Hang on guys, let me show you before you guys get wondered what I'm doing. I can't focus because I actually got Discord on my other screen. Don't want you guys to be able to read messages. But there. It's trying to start right now. There. Right, I gotta be quick because you can't see my Discord screen. Starting Windows. So it's starting Windows off of flash drive. Right. There. As you can see. Kinda see. Trying to see. Come on. Let there be light. He says. There, you can kind of see it. Not having a lot of good luck here. Hasn't crashed yet. But this is the USB, so it's doing a lot of stress on the USB. There's my other fan if anybody wanted to know how cool it looked. Right, I'm gonna put you guys down. This fan's like super weak though. Right, look how weak this fan is. Hang on, focus. Is that weak? You can actually, you can actually physically stop it and spin it the opposite way. Yeah, it stops and spins the other way. That's how weak it is. There's my laptop showing the live stream, so I can see his chat. Here's my system. If you're wanting to know how cheap these lights were, these lights cost me 99p off of eBay. Was meant to be 0.3 meters, but I asked for a 0.5 and they didn't do them. So they actually sent me a 1 meter for the price of a 0.3 meter, which I thought was pretty cool. So I got the lights for pretty cheap. and they're really bright. There's a little adapter there. Hang on. Why can't I get a lot of light? Hang on, guys. Hang on, a lot of light problems today. There you can see the little adapter. It does work on remotes like this, but I don't know where I lost my remote. Guys, I just realised something. I think the SATA controller died. Because if you see in here currently, there's nothing plugged in. It's all running off of USB. Complete USB. And look, it's on the desktop. So something's proven to me here. It's not actually the system. It's the SATA controller. Which, if it's a SATA controller, I'm going to need to get a PCIe, which is going to be annoying because they're like hella expensive. Like, talking a few pounds here. Well, a few pounds. Maybe about £10, sometimes 20, depending on how fast I want it. And how many ports I need, which I need a few. It's just installed my NVIDIA GeForce 6150. That's how old this PC is. But hey, it makes a good plex server, right? Installing my driver for my USB right now. Not USB. My mouse. Right, plex is installed on this. Which is all jolly good. Just want to physically try something here. Hang on, where's my little hole here that I could poke through? All I'm going to do here, guys, is one of these drives you see here, I'm just going to plug in live to the SATA controller. I want to see what happens. Well, that's plugged in, and it's doing absolutely nothing. It's linked up to this drive, which is still spinning. So it should be listing, but it's not. What happens if I plug this main big drive in? This main desktop drive. Anything? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just sitting here. Oh, there goes one of the drives. One of the drives were just listed. It's now getting... There it goes. So it's confirmed. Problem here is the SATA controller, which pretty much rates this motherboard useless. Unless I'm going to run off USBs for the rest of the life. Now I don't want to run off of something as daft as a laptop That's just daft. But if I have no point, I will have to. But a problem I have here is I have a standard array on Windows on this drive running Windows 7. So that means I can't even copy what I have over onto my gaming PC because it's the same motherboard, same CPU, same manufacturer RAM for Windows 7 to load. No possible way I can upgrade this unless I'm going to sit here for hours. Then I'm going to have to get the SAT controllers right, as in which hard drive went in which slot, and if it's the wrong slot I'm going to have to swap it round and whatnot. I don't want to do that, but I actually have no choice here. It's either that or I don't have a plex server. So then you have to sacrifice this storage I have in here, 1 terabyte, or just over 1.1 terabytes, all the way down to 320 gigs, and 640 gigs if I get a new controller, new drive controller. But currently this motherboard is rated useless. I may put a donation link up so you guys can donate and help me get this thing back up, because I really need this back up. But it's up to you guys. If you guys want to help me get this system back up, then you guys can donate. I will update the YouTube video, within a few moments of me ending the stream. So about 30 minutes, maybe an hour, I'll have a donate link in the description to help me get this thing back up. You guys can donate and I will subscribe to you and like all your current videos and use social media. I don't know physically what else I can do, because I literally lost the plex server. So I'm going to try and upgrade this drive. Hang on, where's my finger on camera? This drive to Windows 10. Hopefully trying in my gaming PC. Try and get all my movies and photos off of it. That's gonna be hard. This really sucks because this is a gigabit not a gigabit motherboard, but a gigabit Ethernet port. This motherboard cost me a lot. I knew from as soon as it tried to load that drive, because it wouldn't even load the drive's name. Yeah, so if any of you guys want to help me try and get a system back up, that would be lovely. What I will do is I'm actually gonna grab my laptop right now. I have it on me. I'm just going to go and see to see if there's any good donating money pages. Fundraising, GoFundMe. Actually, I use GoFundMe because I've heard a few people use this. And I'm going to put this in the description. I don't want to do this, but I actually have nowhere. Dial PD. I don't want to put my full name. Have it like shown to everyone. I'm going to set my donation goal. I'm only going to set it as 100 because it isn't going to cost me a lot. It's going to cost me maybe about £50 to get this back up. My campaign. Help me get my dead plex server back. Help get my dead plex. There we go. Plex server died, need money to fix. Do I put in do I put babies, kids and family in the category? Because technically I use it for my family. Right, I have just updated the description with a new, well, with a GoFundMe link to help me pay for this damage. All damage. Boom. Well, I'm going to end this live stream. There's now a link in the description to go and help me. Thank you guys for watching through this pain. And you know what? I'm going to do one more plex crash. Just because I feel bad for it. One more crash. Just so you guys can also see on GoFundMe that this thing is not working at all. It says WinFast. It's booting. It's bound to hard drives. It's trying to boot from my hard drive. Trying to boot still. There it goes. Alright, goodbye guys.